There are spots all over the world that are affected by the tides of the sea. From roads to temples, there are some sights to see where the sea parts. If this is your first time visiting us, click the red subscribe button to see more videos like this one. Today we are discussing amazing places that disappears underwater. The Shivling, India. The Shivling is a part of the Stambhaveshwar Mahadev temple is located in Kobi Convoy, Gujarat, India. The only problem with this worshipping spot is that it's completely submerged during high tide. The 150-year-old temple is close to the sea that its ceiling can only use during low tide. Because of this, the ideal time to see worshipping at Shivling is during early morning hours when the tide is at lowest. Sea Parting Festival, South Korea. Once a year, 500,000 people flock to Jeonju Island, South Korea, to watch the waves part and kick off the Sea Parting Festival. This festival is celebration of Jeonju and East China Seas that surround the island mysteriously, parting to reveal a path that accesses a smaller island named Modo. During the 4-day festival, visitors can enjoy walking along the sea roads and catching alboni along with the various activities. Through the festival is the only once in the year the Jeonju Sea parts 3-4 times a year between March and June. Rising Tide Horses, London, UK. If you are walking along the bank of the Thames River in London and you happen to spot some 4 riders on horseback, you aren't just seeing things. The rising tide horses are in fact sculptures. They are visible during the river low tide. The sculptures was commissioned to highlight the impact of the Thames River has had in the shape of the history of London. The sculptures also tries to show the effect of the climate change caused by the fossil fuel. It features 2 corrupt businessmen from the fossil fuel industry. Mount Saint-Michel, France. The magical spot has been the inspiration for Disney Princess Castle and can only be accessed on the foot during low tide. The fairly light town Mount Saint-Michel is Normandy, France is truly amazing, isn't so? I think so. The community is surrounded by the tides in Europe and estimated in the year 966. Incredible. Through it is visited by thousands of tourists each year. There are only 54 local residents. White Island, Philippines. During low tide, the White Island in Campegan, Philippines appears out of nowhere to offer beautiful views at Mount Hibuk. The island of pristine white sand is surrounded by turquoise sea and is consistently being raised by the tide. For those watching to visit the island, it advised that tourists bring their own protection from the sun. The island is more like sand. Passes de Gois, France. Known as one of the most dangerous roads in the world, Passes de Gois in France is definitely a sight to see. This road is at Atlantic coast of France, is flooded thrice a day during high tide. It can only be accessed an hour and a half before the high tide and an hour and a half after. If for any reason you should get in the times mixed up, you might be in some for trouble. Cars that have tried to take 2.58-mile venture across the Passes de Gois at high tide have been known to get swept up by the sea and completely disappear. Barrow Airport, Scotland. This beachside airport in Scotland has been in operation for over 80 years. The only problem is Barrow Airport is utterly unless at high tide as all 3 of its runways are completely submerged. When this happens, special planes that can land on the water and only planes that are authorized to arrive and depart the airport. Through it can be a little tricky to navigate. St. Michael's Mount, England. St. Michael's Mount in Cornwall, England is more popular than Big Ben. When it comes to the most famous England's landmark, according to the local folklore, the island was home of giant named Cormoran. who would battle across the ocean to steal livestock from local when he got hungry. Angel Road, Japan. This special road in Japan is only able to cross during low tide. Local and visitors believe the road brings good luck to the couple that cross it. It is also believed that if you cross the Angel Road with a loved one and make a wish, the wish will come true. Wow! Once you make the trek across, you will have to access Promise Hill, which is located at the top of the little hill overlooking Angel Road. There you and love can ring the bell, seal the deal of your eternal fate together. We hope you enjoyed learning about these incredible sites. Perhaps you visited some of those. Leave us a comment down below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and check out other videos like this one. And please don't forget to subscribe.